Hi guys, how you all doing? This is just a little follow-on video from the running footage of the Vitara car. Also, it's going to be a little look at the other car I was on about in the video that I bought, and a little look at what I've done with my wltoys car. But anyway, to the Vitara. Mainly, I'm just giving you a quick look at this. Mainly, so you can see the cockpit. Yeah, I think it doesn't look too bad, guys. But yeah, I ordered the cockpit, painted it up, put some stickers on. I even put some on the helmet. So you got bridge there, Apex, Recaro. I do have the Recaro sticker behind the helmet on the seat, and I've also put like a couple of little vent holes. I made a little like vent thing here. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad actually. Give me 2 secs, I can pop the cover off. So yeah, here's just a quick look at the chassis again. The only thing I don't like is the exposed spur on the pinion. I do believe you can get a cover that goes over. I mean, I don't know if you can or not. But if not, what I might do is just make one out of a bit of plastic and just have it so it screws on underneath that motor mount. Like underneath this motor bolt. Just unscrew that, put a bit of plastic with a hole, screw it back in. Should be alright. Yeah, I don't want to leave it exposed. Not to be honest. Oh yeah, that's the old Vitara. The suspension's actually not too bad on this, guys. It's not a bad car. Definitely glad I bought it. But yeah, as I mentioned, you can just undo the 2 screws underneath to take this tray out. So I'll just stick a bit of Velcro in here, stick the other bit on the other side of the battery, set that LiPo in it, get that little connector for the Deans, and then yeah, I'll be able to run it on the LiPo. Obviously sort out the SC as well, but I know how to do that already, so that's not a problem. But yeah, so I'll just quickly pop this shell back on. I won't put the driver back in. I'll just stick you over there for a minute. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. Even with them bonnet vents, I think it looks alright. I wasn't too sure at first. I was kind of thinking, ooh, should I have done that? I'm not going to lie, I've been half tempted to even vent these. But I don't think I will. I think I might just leave the bonnet vents. But yeah, as I said, I am planning on changing the livery on this. I will make it look different, definitely. But yeah, it definitely works alright. So these are the batteries that the cars run on, is these, with the little XT60 connectors. The other one I think is a 1200. But from what I've seen on a video, this is actually a 1200. Because the battery that comes with it, this labeling is misprinted, because the guy who did the video had this battery. He bought the 1200 milliamp one. He charged both of them, ran them, checked the voltage, and they're both exactly the same. Takes the same amount of time to charge, the same amount of running time, the same speed. He said they're exactly the same. He said, so when they produced this battery, they must have misprinted this label. I mean, I don't know if that's true, it's possible. But anyway, the other car, this is why I'm doing this video. So you could just have a quick look at the cockpit and that on that. I'll show you the batteries. I'm going to show you the other car that I bought for £30 that I was on about. And I'm just going to quickly show you a little bit what I've done to my wltoys car. So the other car I got is this. Yeah, there's no stickers, there's no window stickers. It is what it is, that's how it was. But a body shell ain't nothing. I can get another one of these shells if I wanted to, or I can get the rocker shell and just have it as like a little truck. I think the truck might be a better option, because when you got all these canopies open, all the dirt and that just gets inside. So yeah, I'll probably just get the thinner shell and put that on it. But yeah, I bought this for £30, guys. I don't know, I do quite like the short course truck. It looks alright. Obviously this one just looks poo because there's no stickers on it, just too plain. But I paid 30 quid for this, guys. £30. Oh yeah, I will tell you what it is. I don't know the actual name of it, but I know it is an ECX. There you go, right on the bottom. ECX. I know it's not the Rocker's truck. The Rocker's truck is the one with the thinner one, and it's got different wheels. This is the short course one. But if you put that thinner truck body on it, it reminds me, there's another car, I don't know if it's as big as this. It's called a Ripmax Husky. They're actually not too bad, them cars, you know, guys. I've had one before, they're alright. And they're relatively cheap. I think you can get them for about 60, 70 quid. Comes with a similar motor, like similar size. I think it's a bit smaller. But yeah, guys, I paid £30 for this. And that suspension again works pretty nice. Yeah, like I said, all that was wrong with this is there was a stone stuck in the pinion gear. Not the pinion gear, the spur gear. And the slipper clutch was loose, but you ain't gonna be able to see that because it's right down underneath here, buried underneath all these wires. So yeah, it was just that stone stuck in the spur gear, and the slipper clutch was loose, so it wouldn't get any drive. But I sorted all that out. I put some grease in the discs because they were just way open. So I put some grease in the discs. I've already ran it. I've changed what are they called, the bushings in the back. I've found some bearings to put in the back, so I just need 2 for the front, just 1 for each side. So I've got 2 bearings in the back, only because I just found some that I had lying around, so I chucked them in there. Obviously everyone knows bearings are better than bushings. But yeah, look, the same connector, look. So yeah, I've got 2 of these batteries now, one coming this and one coming that. So yeah, but because this one's brushed, I'll just use these batteries for this. And then as my boy gets older, he'll probably end up with this. Well, he's not that he probably will, he will. Because I'll just let him have it. Once he's old enough to drive it and he knows what he's doing, I'll give it to him. So anyway, that was that. Yeah, like I said, that was a bargain, guys. I got it for £30. Like I said, because it would like roll and then like get really stiff and then roll. I thought the pinion and spur gear had gone as well, obviously, because it wasn't getting no drive. I also thought pinion and spur gear, but yeah, it was just a little stone stuck in the spur gear and the slipper clutch was loose. Yeah, the only other things I've done is put some grease in the discs. I've just put 2 little shock spacings for the back. I did the same thing with that though. I put two little ones in the back, just because I found that the back end was just drooping too much, so it just needed that little bit more to bring it back up. But yeah, that's that. I got that for 30 quid, guys. Give me 2 secs and I'll grab the wltoys. And here that is. So I redid the shell. Obviously I put the lights on that in this one. It did look pretty cool with the lights. I did want to try and knit these and put them in here. I know I won't be able to do that with the lights, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave it. And the only reason why I changed the shell is because with this shell where I've glued the battery and it's made it a bit weighty on the top. And I also did put some wing mirrors in, which they didn't look too bad, but I was working on the car. When I was working on the car, this was on the bed. I didn't realise it was right behind me and I sat down and it split. It would have been alright, but yeah, it split there. So I took the wing mirrors out. The wing mirrors, what I actually use for this, are now the ones that are on this. So yeah, they were on this shell, but because I broke the shell, I just took them off and put them on that car because them wing mirrors look better than the ones that was on it anyway. So yeah, but other than that, I copied the shell exactly how I had it before. So I got like the proper Ford logo, covered this logo, put the Hoonigan writing on here instead of the writing what that says. The only thing I haven't managed to do is copy this grill, but that's because I haven't got any grill stickers, so I've just gone with that. But yeah, I just redecorated it exactly the same. I just took the stickers from this one and put them onto this one. But as you can see where the stickers were on the roof, look. So literally I've just gone over that and put that on it, on the back end. So instead of it being like that, you see? Looks much better, I think. Way much better. Definitely looks way better than stock. But anyway, that's what I've done with the shell. With the chassis, as you can already see, I've got the aluminium shock towers on. I ordered the whole kit. I'm not going to use the whole kit. I only ordered the whole kit for a reason. The plan was I was going to use these little red bits on here to give me the adjustable tail, but it's way floppy this. So what I'm going to do is keep the little screw bit, take that off. I'm going to screw the other plastic side on and just use the plastic side, but keep this screw part. I also changed the suspension to the suspension that come with the kit, mainly because I don't know if the camera will pick it up, because they're really tiny. But inside the suspension, can you see the little bump stops? This side is easier to see it. Just right inside there. See it? So yeah, they actually don't work too bad. They work better than the other ones, so that's why I changed them. So the plan is, out of the rest of the kit, I'm going to change these top arms to the metal bits that go inside his part, but keep the plastic bit that clips on here. So this part in here will be the metal bit, and then this bit here will be the plastic bit. So I just screw this plastic bit onto that metal bit. So I got the metal swing part, but I can still clip it onto these drive these carriers. Because if you don't, if you use the metal ones, you got to use the metal carriers. But I know with all that, it puts it all out. So my plan is just to use this front section and then use this plastic section on the back to make these arms. So I'm going to do it with these two front ones and these two back ones, and then change these to plastic but keep this inner part. But yeah, I've had to order new gears and stuff as well. I've got a new spur gear in there. I've got a new pinion into where the diff goes. I've got a new diff in there because I destroyed the other ones trying to do the CS mod. It was my own fault, mainly because it was getting to inside. What I should have done is grab the other diff. Hang on, let me get the other diff. So yeah, what was happening with the diff, obviously you've got to sand all this down for it to fit, to accommodate for the larger gear. So I had all that done and it was in there and it was spinning, but it would get to a tight spot. So like it would spin and then go quite tight and then go loose. I thought what was happening is I didn't sand it straight, so it wasn't straight, so it would go like that kind of thing. It turns out it wasn't that. Well, anyway, because I didn't know that and I carried on sanding it, it would end up that this side of the bearing would end up too far out from the carrier, so then it pretty much makes it useless. What was actually happening is it wasn't nothing to do with this part, it was to do with this part. What was happening is the gear inside, as this was spinning with the gear there, so as it was going around, this part here had a bit where it was coming up, so it was catching on that gear, which was making it stiff. But I didn't know that at the time because I didn't see it. It wasn't until a couple of attempts after I couldn't use it is when I realised what was actually happening. So the gear was rubbing on this inside part here of the differential, this part that comes up where the bearing is. And then yeah, that was what was causing the tight spot. But I've got another diff, so I'm going to try and make it out of this one. But I'm not going to be in a rush to do it because it kind of did my head in last time. But that was because I didn't know what was causing it. Like I said, I thought it was because I wasn't sanding it straight, so I thought the gear was doing that and causing it to be stiff, which, like I said, it wasn't. The gear was rubbing on this center part of the diff. But anyway, as and when, but there's another new diff in here anyway. As you know, I did a video not too long ago on it. But yeah, that's how I got it all back on from working, because I had to get all the parts anyway to redo it, so I bought two of these diffs at the same time. Even comes with the bearings, cheap as chips. So I'll try and mod this diff to fit the counter steer. And yeah, hopefully if I can get it to work, I can counter steer all the way to Happy Town, as Beaver's Hobbies would put it. But yeah, these suspension what come with this is actually better than the ones that I ordered. Like these actually work pretty good. I didn't even have to mod these ones. Whereas the other ones I had to sand down the end bits. But because these got the little bump stops, if there was any thread hanging out, it's underneath the bump stop, so it wouldn't catch. Whereas the other ones didn't have the bump stop, so when it got so far up, the thread would catch, and then it would just lock it up. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. And like I said, I've got another car on the way, but obviously I can't do a video on that until I get it. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Please like and subscribe, leave any comments, and I'll see you next time.